What's up, YouTube? This is my Infernity deck profile. I've made this deck back when it first came out in Shining Darkness, when it was Tier 1. I've made the deck off and on a couple times, just it's really hard to pick up barriers. Was really hard to pick up barriers. And now that barriers gotten a reprint, I decided to make this again, so I've been searching around YouTube and just Pojo and all different places looking for deck list. I don't net deck, I just get an idea of a deck list and then I make it my own, like change a lot of the cards or a couple of the cards and put my own spin on the deck. I saw this idea, this sort of build on Vexicus466's channel. He had a friend that topped some regional, I don't remember where, that ran a similar build to this, so this is my spin on the deck. It's a lot of fun, very, very good and consistent. And it does have a problem with opening monsters because, well, then again, most Infernity decks don't run that many monsters. You don't want to open monsters, but it's not that bad of a deck, and it's really, really fun to play. It's not just good, but it's fun. So on the deck list, I run 3 Infernity Archfiend. Thanks to my friend WBA for getting me the monsters for this deck. I really appreciate it, man. 3 Archfiend, it's standard, you have to run it. 18 beater, if you draw this card during your draw phase when you have no cards in hand, you can reveal this card to your opponent, special summon it, and when it's this card special summon, you can add an Infernity card from your deck to your hand. People don't seem to realize you can't Veiler this if you activate the first effect because it's summoned during the draw phase. Veiler only works during main phase, people seem to forget that. So 3 Necromancer, it's kind of like a Lumina, I guess you could say. When it's normal summon, switch to defense. It's got 2000 defense, 0 attack. Once per turn, you can special summon for any monster from your grave, a set for this guy. So go him. This is more the control build too. You can OTK with this deck. It's not uncommon, but you don't typically want to all the time. 1 Guardian, because Guardian is the best card in the deck in my opinion. I ran this card even when Infernity first came out, and people said, "Oh, this card's bad." No, this card wins games. You can sit on this card for almost nearly forever, and you have answers because their only out is which most decks run is a black ship of Corn, and you have outs to that. So 1 Avenger. I'm not running the Beetle build because this is more the control build. Like I said, it doesn't spam the field, and I don't want to have to run bad cards like Infernity Inferno. So Avenger, just a decent tuner. 1 Mirage. This is the choice I decided to do from Vexicus's friend. I don't like drawing into multiple of these, and this is only really go to this if I want to go off the OTK. 1 Stygian Sergeants. I really only ever ran 1 in most of my builds anyways. And double Greffer. 3's too much, 1's too few, 2's amazing. Pitch a card, send a card. For brokenness, limited to 1 card, Infernity Launcher. People also seem to forget this has a secondary effect. Other than popping it to special summon 2 from your grave when you have no cards in hand, you can once per turn you can discard Infernity monster from your hand to the grave, which is actually really comes in handy. 2 Zero Max. I ran this card when Infernity first came out. It's just a really good card. Also, this is not just a reborn that skips your battle phase. People overlook these secondary effects on a lot of these older decks. When you special summon a monster, Infernity monster from your grave, if there are any monsters on the field, your side or your opponent's, destroy those monsters with equal or less attack than the summoned monster. You got to be careful though, because sometimes you can blow your field with this. For the rest of the spells, 3 Upstart Goblin, probably the MVP spell card in the deck, because you can literally set your whole hand, activate Upstart, and draw into an answer, or if you're luck sacky, draw into Archfiend, which happens more than you think. 1 for 1 for Mirage plays. Rhoda for Greffer. Foolish, pitch anything you need. Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy, the Unholy Trio. Triple Space because you want your combos to go off, and you hate macro, so. For traps, Triple Barrier. So happy this got a reprint. That's the only reason I want to remake this deck. Card's amazing. 1 Infernity Break. I tried bumping this to 2, but it just seems inconsistent, so one's better. Double Compulse, put back any pesky synchros or Exceeds. Double Torrential, if you have this and a Guardian on field, it's really good. Double Bottomless, get rid of any higher threats. Double Warning and Judgment for the Solemn Brigade. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck is pretty darn close to the guys because I liked his build. I changed a couple things, but Mistworm because Trishul is banned. Void Ogre, it's a better Shein, but it's like a Shein for Infernities. Negate a spell or trap if you have no cards in hand once per turn, and 3,000, which is really good. For any Doom Dragon, just if you want to OTK. My bad, not Infernity Doom Dragon. 100 Eyes Dragon if you want to OTK. Infernity Doom Dragon, cards, boss. Just it can be summoned by Zero Max or Launcher, which is really good. Scrap Dragon, Stygian Sergeants. It's a win more card. When you kill a monster, it gains 800 attack and attack again, and it's a starting 22. Catastor, just generic synchro. Armory Arm, you'll go into this more than you think. Papilloperative, just generic. Blackhorn, generic. Maestroke, also generic. Abyss Dweller, generic. Gunman, I want to bump this up to 2, but I really don't know what I really don't know what to cut at the moment. I might be cutting this. I don't know, but it helps so much. This card in Infernities is amazing. And for rank 3s, Levier and Zidmans. That's the deck, guys. Hope you liked it. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all guys are going to be running this new ban list. After the ban list, I don't think this deck is going to get a hit at all. So this is probably the deck I'm going to be running. And hope you liked the video, YouTube. Peace.